Hey guys, 2-minute lesson today. We are going to be talking about the need for you to experience discomfort and really muscle tension during all of your workouts. Now we got a little bit of rain going on here in the impromptu studio that is my car. So hopefully you can still have a real good audio of what we're talking about here. But today's lesson, I see this in the gym all the time, people moving really quickly during their movement, the exercise that they're doing. And they're doing this in such a way that they're actually missing out on a lot of the benefits of the exercise. I'll give you an example. Now, as you're doing any kind of resistance training, and that can be body weight, where you're moving yourself against gravity, or an external object like a kettlebell, dumbbell, barbell, anything. Anytime you're engaged in that kind of activity, you're really fighting against gravity, and you're developing force that's either enough force to overcome gravity pulling the object downward, or maybe it's not enough force and the object stays in the same spot. And if that's really the most boiled down version of the gym, then what our goal is with all of our resistance training movements is to make sure that we're actually producing the most force that we can using tension in our muscles. Now, sometimes you don't produce enough force, and we call that a failed rep, although that's kind of a bad term. And sometimes you do produce enough force most of the time that you're able to move the object or finish the movement and make it to the next exercise that you have on your plan. However, if our goal is to generate force using muscle tension, then we need to actually make as much muscle tension as we can with all exercises, and we want to prolong the time that our muscles are under tension. And there's actually a training concept for this. It's called time under tension. But the simple way to think about it is like you're standing near a campfire. Now, if you have a goal to get warm, you need to go stand by that campfire for a few minutes and probably turn your body all the different ways so you're warm in front and in back. But a lot of times what you'll see people do in the gym is instead of standing near the campfire, they'll just really quickly step near it and then step back. They'll just really briefly have a little bit of tension on their muscles, and then they'll immediately step away from it. And we see this with stuff all the time. People bounce out of the bottom of the squat. People will use momentum from the start of a lift in order to carry them through to the end of the lift. And then when they do these movements, they sometimes do them just so darn quickly that they have these little tiny snippets of tension, but they never have enough time standing by that fireplace to really get warm. Now, sure, they'll get tired and they'll get sweaty, and they may feel like it's a great workout, but ultimately what you can do by increasing your time under tension is have the same amount of results, if not more, but with fewer joint expressions. So less times that your knees are bending, or less times that your spine needs to be braced against the force that the weight that you're lifting. Now, we've gone over our 2-minute lesson. It's become a 3-minute lesson. Next week, we'll talk about ways that you can actually increase your time under tension so you can make use of this idea of standing near the campfire, being in that tension in the movement, and getting the most out of your workouts. All right, see you next week.